Yo, what's up? Twisted Fu here. Alright, so E3 hype. It's like 3:55 in the morning right now. E3 press conference just happened. Ended a little bit ago. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to talk about it, give my impressions. It started off good. It was like, here we go, Titanfall 2. Straight away went into gameplay. The multiplayer trailer looked great. I played Titanfall, and they showed like a bunch of new things, like with the some grenade thing. They like levitate in the air and stuff. That looked cool. Just like everything about it looked really cool, and like it got me excited. Like the whole game feels really energetic from what I saw, and just like grappling hooks and just all sorts of new things that I didn't play before in the first one. So that was a really good trailer. And then the actual story trailer, they were like, "Hey, we have story mode," which is good because the first one didn't have a story. It had some, I don't know what the fuck it was, but it was not story mode. But this story trailer for the game, really exciting. Like I love the vibe, and like I like this kind of mech futuristic. I don't know what it is, but it sounded really cool. And it was like before, the Titanfall. It's like you got the big machines or mechs or whatever they're called, Titans. I'm pretty sure it's just what they're called. But there's like an AI in them now, and the AI is talking in the trailer, and it's just like, I have three objectives. One, like have a pilot. Two, do the objective. Three, protect my pilot. And it seems like the AI is going to be like one of the main characters in the game, more important than like the other people. But it just seemed really cool, the whole trailer. And I'm definitely excited to see what it is, because the first story for Titanfall 1, like, that was nothing. That was just like, I don't even know what it was. I played through the whole thing, it was garbage. But this is exciting. I'm ready. Then after that, it went like straight into Madden, the whole sports, EA Sports thing. That was just like, hit the snooze button. Like, you got me excited, then it was just like, okay, EA Sports, whatever, Madden, some like thing with like esports to try to like promote it, and like it was like, okay, so you had this big guy who's like pro at Madden, some other guy who's also pro. They're gonna fight. Like, I don't know. I didn't care. They had like some esport players like on the stage. It was meaningless to me. I wasn't like excited or anything. And like one weird part was they're like, we're gonna have a big match with a grand prize of $50,000, which is a lot. But in like they had this little video and it showed like one of the same guys, and he had to check for 100,000. So they're just like, oh, okay, sure. But yeah, that was pointless. I don't know. I'm never into esports. Then after that, FIFA. Oh yeah, before that, they had this weird thing where they like switched. They had the press conference in LA and then in England, in London. And I don't know. I just felt like, why are they having that? I guess so people in London could play some of their games too, but it just kind of seemed weird. I don't know. But whatever. Apart from that, they went into FIFA, and I mean, I guess they have to, because FIFA's like the best-selling game. So yeah, but they went on for way too long. He was just like, at one point was just like, we now did it right. So it's just like, so all the other FIFAs are just kind of like wrong or something. And then they had this weird. Okay, they had this actor called, I totally forgot, but he just like black guy, just like comes out and just gives this like cringe. Well, okay, mean. It would be mean, but like it just wasn't fun to watch. It was just so fake, and he just like gave it this weird dram- dramatic speech about like being in the game or playing the game or something like that, and he just overselling it, and that just kind of shitty to watch. But then after that, it was just like it showed a new FIFA called the Journey, I think, and it was like a new story mode. So that was kind of cool. I mean, I'm not a FIFA guy at all, but it was I've never known. I don't think there's ever been a story mode in FIFA, and I think that would be like pretty fun for people who already love the game. You know, it'd be like nice to play. I thought it seemed like the story mode is gonna be like following like this character that this actor was like it's modeled after him, and but I thought it was gonna be like your own character. Like I make my own character, Ralph Ebrard, and they say like my name and stuff. But I don't think it's gonna be like that. But still, story mode in FIFA, pretty sure. Looks cool. Definitely interesting. That surprised me. Then after the FIFA stuff, during the press conference, they said it said like Star Wars in 5 minutes, and then like 10 minutes later, they showed another message saying Battlefield in 5 minutes. It was just like, did I miss? Like it is, the timing was off. The conference started a little bit late, but like whatever. But yeah, I thought that timing was weird. Then they got in the Star Wars thing, and it was very. There was nothing. It was just like I mean, at first it got me excited. They're like, all right, we got all these studios working on like all these Star Wars games. We got so much stuff coming out, and then they showed nothing. Like they just showed like like hey, let's make like a video of us pretending to work on Star Wars games, or like just show them to make them think we're working on it. They just showed some guys like dueling with like some lightsabers, wearing like them suits with balls on your face and stuff, and then just it wasn't anything real. And some guys at like some desk probably just pretending to make the game, but it wasn't anything real. No real information either. And they have like one game. They're like, this is coming out in 2018, and then we have more after that. So it's just like, dang, it's 2016, 2017 is next year. 2008, they're talking about the game that's gonna come out 2 years from now, and then they said after that too, they're gonna have more, and they can't wait to play it. That means like I was just like 2019. They didn't like announce anything or say any names, but like I don't know, they didn't really have anything to talk about for Star Wars. That was disappointing. They just like gave like a little thing like, hey, we can have some DLC or something like that's coming out. Which, I mean, whatever. I don't know. Nothing new. Then Mass Effect. Uh, Nothing new there either. Like the same stuff. Some of the stuff like looked really cool. Like I was excited to watch it. They showed like it was like a behind the scenes thing, and it was cool. Some of the things were really cool. It was just like you just kind of like it's like a behind the scenes of making the game, and some of the things they showed in it were like cool, and like got me excited. But it was like 1 second, 2 second things, not real information. So that was it for that. And then they showed Battlefield. They showed like I thought it was weird how they showed it. Like they showed like okay, they started off with like a little trailer. Then they started talking about the game. Then they're like, okay, that was just the first part of the trailer. Then they started showing it again. So it's just like they showed like the first 10 seconds of the trailer, stopped, talked about it, then played it from the beginning again. Then they showed the rest of it, and the rest of the trailer was awesome. Like no like crappy music or anything. It seemed like all original music or whatever. Just like dramatic music to like get you pumped, and all the scenes in it were like really awesome. Yeah, it was exciting. It was a good trailer, really fun, got me excited. And what else? Let's see, Battlefield. Oh, some indie game called Faye. This was cool. They were talking about like Unravel before, which is a pretty cool game. Then it was like, okay, Faye, cool. And I mean, It didn't like wow me. It looks interesting. It looks like a very visual game. It looks like it's going to be really pretty. But I mean, from the trailer, you can't really get a good idea of it because I feel like it's a game you need to like. There's just not enough to see so far. It's like you're not gonna get a good feel of the game. You need to like sit down and like at least play like at least like 5-10 minutes straight to get like a good vibe. So far, we just got like a look of what it's kind of like, and it looks like a very spiritualistic game. I thought of like Okami, where it's like it's very artistic and just it looks cool. Um, yeah, don't know anything about that really, and other than that, everything else is like whatever, nothing good. Um, yeah, like EA CEO, he's like the evil villain from like Mirror's Edge, and it just seemed very fake and whatnot. But after the conference, they had this the Battlefield like the whole idea. What they kept saying was like play, play, play. So after the press conference, they had like a bunch of like famous people they like brought in and paid to like play Battlefield One. Did like a 64 player match, and that was more exciting I think than the whole press conference. And that wasn't even in it, which I thought was a bad idea because it was actually really cool. They're like, you know, it was really cool. Like they had a big map. Everything is like destructible. It showed off the game so well, and they had like the Zeppelin even, and like everything is non-scripted. Everybody is just playing the game, having fun, and it's just like it's so cool. Like they had like the Zeppelin show up, and then like they showed a guy who was like on top of it. Then he just like fell off. Then he like managed to get a parachute off, and then like they showed later the Zeppelin like blew up, crashed down, and like it's like skeleton is like still there. That was definitely that got me really excited, even more than the actual trailer. I think that got me very excited because the gameplay was just so good. It showed off like how fun the game can be, and like I wish I was there playing. So that was definitely like a really good seller, and it should have been in the conference, but oh well. I mean, yeah. So the actual conference, uh, you know, it was very disappointing, not very good, and yeah, if I had to rate it, it'd be like 1.5, 2 stars. The only thing that was good was Titanfall and Battlefield. Everything else was just kind of like a letdown. So yeah, next up is Ubisoft coming up soon. So catch you later. Happy E3. Peace.